People can be kind and selfish at the same time. Life gives us happiness and sadness, success and failure, just like the two sides of a coin. Along the way, we learn, we struggle, make mistakes, grow, and achieve. Every good and bad experience shapes us who we become. Today, I will be covering on similar aspects through the words of a well-known Nepali writer and a journalist, Vijaya Kumar Pandey, through the lens of his well-known book, Khusi. Hi everyone, I'm Rakesh Theatre and welcome to Theatre Essence. Happiness, or Khusi in Nepali, is not just a personal memoir, but a mirror held up to our own lives. Through his reflections, he reminds us that real happiness and success doesn't lie in chasing the society's version of success. Instead, it emerges when we embrace our imperfection, slow down, and discover meaning in the natural flow of life itself. Khusi is like a mountain hike. At first, you think the summit, society's versions of success, is the ultimate goal. But as you climb, you start noticing the fresh air, the wildflowers, the quiet trains, and the steady rhythm of your steps. You realize the true joy isn't just in reaching the peak, but it's in the journey itself, embracing the uneven paths, the pauses, and the views along the way is the real happiness. To continue further, let's explore and highlight the key insights from the book Happiness by Vijay Kumar Pandey. The first one is struggle with addiction and imperfection. The book begins with the author's own severe alcohol addiction. This is not just a confessional moment, but used as a metaphor. The idea that one must confront one's dark side, one's weakness, before one can find deeper insight or peace. We can be truly effective when we recognize our imperfections, open ourselves to new perspectives, and learn to listen deeply. Vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's the doorway to growth and connection. The second is the identity, name versus self. There is a moment in the book where Rinpoche, a spiritual teacher, asks him whether he is Vijay Kumar as the name or whether that is just a label. This reflects the tension between who we are in public and who we feel ourselves to be inside. It's a reminder that being effective isn't about fixing your image, it's about finding and living as your real self. The third one is the ambition, success, and their limits. Pandey reflects that society's definition of success is incomplete. He has met many people considered very successful, wealthy, powerful, but they are not necessarily happy or fulfilled. The outer sign often hides the inner emptiness or dissatisfaction. True fulfillment doesn't come from the outer sign, but from living in alignment with our own values, nurturing real relationship, and finding purpose that sustain us. The fourth one is relationship, family, marriage, partners. He writes about Susma, his spouse, and how their relationship was shaped by both love and tensions. For example, his mood swings. He described himself as the mountain stream, variable and unpredictable. On the other side, Susma is more like the sea, stable and broad. Their differences are both a source of friction and balance. After being at a dinner invitation due to rain and lack of vehicle, the author and his family have to walk and return in discomfort. Their host do not offer to accompany or help. It's a small gesture and subtle expectation, But for Pandey, it becomes a sharp reminder of difference between surface courtesy and the true friendship. Even subtle expectation in relationship matters. The fifth is power, money, and societal status. Pandey describes interaction with powerful people, politicians, and ministers, but uses those two episodes to question what power means. For example, that being famous or well off doesn't shield one from suffering or from being misunderstood. He contrasts external prestige with internal peace. Many people know him as a TV host, journalist, and a successful man. Between what is expected by society and what his inner self actually feels or desires. The tension between name, external identity, and self is a recurrent motif. The fifth is power, money, and societal status. The sixth is the spiritual inner search. The river to sea analogy in Khusi, where the author says the book flows like a mountain river passing through plains and finally vanishing into sea, meaning life as a process, moving through stages, facing turbulence, eventually seeking a merging with something larger. The lesson is that our struggles, joys, and transitions are all part of a larger rhythm. Fulfillment comes when we stop resisting the flow and allow ourselves to become part of something greater than the self. Seventh, the authenticity versus performance. He reflects on familiar acquaintances versus real friends. For example, even though many people know him, many interactions are superficial. He notes occasions where he feels people behave as if performing. An anecdote, a dinner invitation, then returning home in rain, no offer to drop them off, small behaviors that reveal distinctions between acquaintance and a true friend. The last and the eighth one is happiness. Happiness is internal and comes from acceptance. Pandey argues that happiness is not something to chase externally, unlike wealth, fame, public approval, but something to cultivate internally through confronting one's flaws, embracing one's insecurities, simplifying expectations, and living in alignment with one's inner self. The idea that there is no need to search for happiness outside. Individuals should try to find real happiness within themselves. So that's all about exploring and highlighting the key insights from Khusi by Vijaya Kumar Pandey. I hope you like the contents that I presented today. Kindly subscribe to Theatre Essence. Thank you and stay safe.